Okay, so everyone go ahead and open up MIT App Inventor. In a second here, I will share my screen as well. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. All right, so we have our voice secret keeper, right? Or I don't know why this is such a weird name. I'll call it the voice vault. Okay. Okay, so basically what we worked on last week was we made our voice recognition classifier, right? So that all worked. I think for most of you that worked fine. And then we also made a second screen where we have our vaults, right? So this is a nice big text box. Maybe I'll even make this a little bigger. Wait, this is the final version. Hold up, this is not. Okay, actually here's the correct one that we're working on. So we have our front end voice recognition thing that we all managed to get working. And then on our vault side, here's what it looks like, right? So it's Tim's vault. Here I have a massive text box and a big button that says lock vault. Now, if we look at the back end, for both sides, we have a very little code, right? Over here, we have a little bit of code that basically says, if you are Tim, well, basically it's going to say like when you press the voice recognition button and if it recognizes that you are Tim, then it's going to say, welcome back, Tim. Otherwise, it's going to say access denied, please try again. So this is what we want so far, but what we want to do is we want to make it so that if you are Tim, it's going to say something, welcome back, Tim. And it's also, did someone say something in the chat? Yeah, there you go. What we're also going to do is we're going to send you to the vault, right? Because we need you to get some way to get onto that other screen. Okay. So let's talk about how we can move in between screens. But first, let's do a little bit of review about all of the elements that we have so far. Okay.
Tim?
Yep.
Because my mic's working, does that mean I have to change the file for the personal audio classifier for that? Because my mic's working.
If you can train it up, well, you can maybe try to do that during the break or later on in the class. For now, just follow along with what I'm doing, and then we can change the audio classifier later. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. So yeah, let's do a little bit of review because it's been like 2 weeks since we've touched this project. It might be a little bit confusing about where everything is and what's happening. Right. So I'm gonna go through every single element, even if it's like self-explanatory stuff like this label. Right. So firstly, we have a label at the top here. Right. All this label does is it says voice vault. It's just text, right? Now, the next thing we have is this big web viewer. All right, what this web viewer does is this is what the personal audio classifier works through. So right now it looks like nothing, but if we load this up onto our phone, this web viewer shows a little record button. And then when you press it, you can say something and it will analyze your voice. Okay. Now, finally, at the bottom of our here, this is all the front end stuff. At the bottom, we have another label. All right, this is our final label. And what this label does is it's just text as well, right? It doesn't do anything, but this label shows us information. So right now it says awaiting classification. Okay. As in it's like awaiting to classify your voice. And then as soon as you record your voice and it analyzes it, this label is going to change to say who it thinks you are. Okay. And I'll show you the code for that in a second. We have two more elements here in the front end, but they're non-visible components. So the first one we have is our personal audio classifier, and you'll see on the top right here, it's loaded up with our model that tells us kind of like what AI it's using to analyze your voice, right? So this is a model we created, I have model 4 here. You guys, it's probably still named model.mdl, but it has different content inside it, right? Because it's trained for your voice. And then the next thing is we have web viewer 1. So this is linked to this web viewer so that it can display stuff. Right. The final
Tim.
thing is this. Yep.
I came kind of late. So can you check mine? I didn't know.
I think we checked yours last class, right?
Oh, did we like do anything yet in this
We
class?
haven't done anything yet. I'm just doing
Okay,
a
then.
review about what we've added last time.
Okay.
I think all of you guys were up to speed from last class, so it's okay. Okay. Anyway, voice vault, blah, blah, blah here. Okay. And then the final thing is this text to speech non-visible component, right? And all the text to speech component does is it just says stuff. It makes your phone talk, right? And for us, we use this text to speech to either say welcome back or say go away if you're the wrong person, right? And then on the right here, we have some stuff about it, right? So you have the pitch and the speech rate to control how fast it talks. And you can change the country and change the language if you want. Okay, but we're going to leave those as default for now. So the only code that we have in this app so far is this right here, right? So what this does is if we read through it, it says when personal audio classifier dot got classification. So in our app, this is basically saying this code will run when the user presses that record button and says some stuff. And as soon as the phone has figured out who said those words, right? As soon as it classifies the voice, then it's going to run all this code inside here. Okay, and it has this result thing that tells us who it thinks is talking. Okay, so the first thing we do here is we update the status label to say our result. Okay, right, so here we update this label to show who it thinks is talking. And then the next thing we do is we pick that first person from the results. So we find the first, or who it thinks is most likely talking, by grabbing the first person from the first person in the by grabbing the first item from the first item in the results list, right? This is because results is like a list, right, containing all of the people who it thinks it could possibly be, and then the probabilities of how likely it is that they are those people. Okay, but basically this gives us the name. These 3 blocks gives us the name of the most likely person talking. Okay, and then we're going to check here if that's equal to Tim, or in your case, this should be something else, right? This is your name. Or if you're using my model, then this is supposed to be Tim. If it's equal to Tim, then we're going to say welcome back, Tim. If it's not equal to Tim, we're going to say access denied. Please try again. Right? So let's add in that next element. So what we're basically going to do now is we're going to make it so that when we if we're the right person, we're going to send us to that other screen. Okay, we're going to send us to the screen that says where we have our vaults, so we can look at our secrets and add new secrets and then lock the vault again. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do this once, and then I'm actually going to challenge you guys to do it on the other screen as well. Okay, so basically, to send us to the other screen, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Control, right, the orange square tab here, Control, and we're going to scroll down and find this Open Another Screen name. So I'm going to drag this out, and I'm going to put this where I want to open the other screen. So I'm going to throw this down here, okay? Because I want to open the other screen if the person who just opened the phone is the correct person. So if Tim just opened the phone, then I want to open the screen. If it's not Tim, right, that's going to run this code over here. In that case, I'm not going to open the other screen. Okay, now here is an important thing. When we say open another screen here, you see there's one little slot over here. And one cool thing is, do you see how they open another screen block? Like unlike this text-to-speech block, it doesn't have a little nub at the bottom. This is because you can't put anything after an open another screen block. So for instance, if I put it here, I couldn't put another block in after it. That wouldn't work. Okay, so you want it to look like that. There you go. Sorry if that was a little confusing, but basically text to speech, open another screen like this. Okay, now over here, we're going to put the name of the screen that we want to open, and we want to make sure that we spell it exactly how we spelt it on that screen. So if I click up here where it says screen 1, you'll see my second screen, I made it named Vault with a capital V. So I need to note those capitals as well. So I'm going to write that exactly right here. So I'm going to grab a text block, drag that out over here, and I'm going to write Vault like this. Okay. So this is all we need to do. Open another screen, and then you got to make sure this is spelled exactly correctly. If you named your second screen something else, then you shouldn't use Vault here. If you use Vault, then it's fine. Make sure you match the spelling. Okay. So if it's Vault here with capital V or not. There you go.
Excuse me. I spelled vault for my second screen VALT when there's no U. So do I
Okay,
make
so it doesn't
the
matter how you spelled the second screen, you just got to make sure that it matches. Okay, so if you spelled VALT or whatever you said there,
Mhm.
you just have to make sure that when you're writing it here, you write it that incorrect way again.
Okay.
Okay. I think there is a way that we can rename the screen as well. So I think maybe if we go here. Okay, so we can't rename the screen. So that's, oh no, you can. No, you can't. All right. So yeah, you're just gonna have to use that wrong spelling. Okay. All right, guys, and then once you're all done this step, can you guys say something in the chat and we'll move on. Okay, done, 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 done.
Can you check mine?
Sure. Was that Kaylin?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, share your screen and I'll take a look. Okay, so the front end looks fine. Can you go to the blocks? Okay, Vault. And can you click the screen 1 button to show what your other spelling is?
Deleted that one.
You deleted it?
Yes,
Why?
because it was before the screen one.
Okay. Okay, in that case, can you click add screen? And then give it a name, Vault, the same way you spelt it in the last place. So let's quickly set this up. So can you add a label at the top? Okay, and take, yeah, okay, start, yeah, disable the title visible. Okay, and then can you make this label yeah, font size like 20, and then set width, fill parent, text align center, right? Okay. No, width, height should not be fill parent, just width. Okay, and text align center. Okay, and then give it text, call it like Kaylin's Vault. Okay. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and drag out a massive text box. Or, okay, you moved past it, but one up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, make this width and height fill parent. And the last thing we're going to do is put a button. Can you grab a button? No, leave the text line. That's it. Grab a button. No, put it underneath the thing. Okay, and now make it width fill parent, and then make it like red, and call it lock vault. Okay, yeah, that's good enough for now. You can customize a little too, so change some colors and everything if you want, but apart from that, everything's good. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to resume mine, and everyone seems to be done, so we're going to keep going. Okie doke. So, okay, so I'm going to give you guys a challenge here now. So what I want to do is I'm going to go to screen. I'm going to go to the vault now, right? And basically what I want you to do now is on this vault, I want you to program it so that when you press lock vault, it sends you back to that other screen. Okay, I want you to make it so that when you press lock vault, okay, let me write this up here. When you press lock vault, you're going to send back to other, send back to screen. Okay, like this. All right.
I need help.
What do you need help with, Daniel?
I'm trying to change the name to Lock Vault, but it's not working.
Trying to change what name? Like the button?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna click on the button. On
yeah.
the right side, go down to where it says text, right? And change it to say lock vault.
It's not working.
Okay, share your screen. Okay, so click on the button, right? And now change the text to lock vault. Yeah, there you go. Doke.
And what do we do?
Okay, so again, I want you to try to program it so that when you press this button now, you send the program back to screen one. Okay, so if you remember just the way that we did it on the last screen to send it to this screen, to send it to the vault screen, we want to send it back to screen one. Okay, so
Okay.
Isaac's done, Sergey is done, Isaac's done, Asia's done. Okay, good.
I don't know how to do it.
You don't know how to do it. So in the code, what we're gonna do is you want to put a on button click for the lock vault button, right? And then what you want to do is you want to make it so that when you press the button, you grab that control block that says send screen. Okay.
My phone doesn't let me connect to the app when I try to test it.
Yeah. Well, with this app, remember you have to like download it.
Oh yeah.
So I don't try to test it yet until you. Yeah, until we finish everything up, basically. Okay, so in 1 minute, I'll show how to do the challenge. All right, I just want to give everyone a chance to try it out. I'll take a look at how to lock the vault. Okay, and then for the next hour or so, or however much time it takes, we're basically going to be looking at storage systems and seeing how we can save the contents of this vault. Because as of the moment, if I go in here and I write all sorts of cool stuff, and then I click lock vault, and I send back to the other screen, all of that stuff is going to go and be lost, right? So if I want to keep it, I need to add some kind of storage system, and we'll take a look at some of the different ones that are offered by MIT App Inventor. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look at how to make this lock vault button work. Okay, so I'm going to go to blocks. Okay, and I only have one button in my app right now, or on this screen at least. So I'm going to click button one, and I'm going to say when button one dot click. Okay, and then we're going to say control. Okay, and there's actually a couple things that we can do here, and this is a couple things that we should try, right? So the one that I taught you guys how to use is open another screen. But if you look down here, there's also a couple other options. Okay, there's open another screen with start value. Okay, there's an option that says close screen, and an option that says close screen with value. Okay, so the difference between opening another screen and opening a screen and closing the screen is, do you know how like Android phones have that back button? Yes, maybe a little bit. Okay, I'll just assume you guys do. Basically, yeah, most Android phones have a back button on them. And if you press that back button, what it'll do is it'll go from your open screen back to the previous one. Okay, now if you open a screen and then from that screen you open another one, when you press the back button, you'll just go back to the previous screen, which for us isn't necessarily a good thing. Because think about it this way, right? So if I am on screen one, okay, and I open the vault, okay, and then I open again screen one. If I press the back button on this screen, I will jump back to my vault without having to do the whole voice authentication again. Okay, which is not what we want. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to, well, like the opening thing would kind of technically work, but just for some more security, we're going to make it so that when you're on Vault, we're going to click close screen, close, and that's going to send us back to screen 1 without the ability to press the back button and go back to the Vault, okay? This won't happen anymore. So we're going to say when we press the button, so when button.click, we're going to close screen. Okay, and you'll see you don't even have to give it an option. It'll automatically just go back to the next screen. Okay, so go ahead and add this, and let me get an update in the chat. So when you guys are done with that, say something. So I think Shannon just finished. Yeah, Daniel, that's all we need to do for now. We're going to add some other stuff here in a second. Daniel, what? Because we just need to click the button and close the screen, right? That's all we do. Well, yeah, for now, we're going to add some more stuff, but to close the screen, this is all we need to code, right? All of the other stuff that we add will be regarding storage, basically. All right, so let's actually talk about that. So for now, let's see what we have so far. Now, this text box doesn't actually look like what it will look like on our phones, okay? So the first thing is, you know how usually like when you're on a website, text boxes have a little hint in them, right? So like a little password hint or something. So our text box also has a little hint in it, right? And this hint for now just says hint for text box 1. But that's not very cool. That's not what we want. So instead of hint for text box 1, I'm going to add here I'll say type in your secrets. Something like that. Okay, now another thing that we want to do is we want to check this box that says multi-line. That's going to allow us to put like multiple secrets on multiple lines rather than making this one big continuous sideways text box. Okay. Okay, so those two things I want everyone to do. So change the hint and check the box that says multi-line. Okay, can everyone do that? And then when you're done with that, say something in the chat. Daniel, so click the text box and then hint is over here where it says hint. Okay, so Ishan is done. Ishan's done. What was the voice website? Let me look real quick. Okay. Here is the website for anyone who needs it. Daniel, click on the text box and then on the right side, look for hint. Right, are you clicking on the text box? Okay, share your screen. Okay, yeah, you need to add a text box. So grab a text box and drag it out. Onto your screen. Yeah, no, onto your screen. There you go. Yeah, let go. Okay, and then make the text box fill width and height. Okay, fill parent width and height. And your text box, I mean, your label shouldn't be filling everything. So grab this and make it make height automatic. Okay, there you go. So now click this and change it to hint and check the multi-line box. No, hint. Change the hint. Do whatever you like. Put your secrets here. Type your secrets. I don't know, something. Sure. Okay, and then check the multi-line box. Thing that says multi-line, check it, please. Scroll down, multi-line. Okay, there you go. Okay, and you're done. Okay, let me change my background color. This looks a little gross. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. So the next thing that we're gonna do, okay, is we need to get that saving stuff working. Right. So if we run this right now, everything should work kind of correctly, right? When we're on this screen, we'll press a button, we'll say something, and it'll take us to the vault. And then if we press the lock vault button, it should send us back. Okay. Now, what I want to change. Is the same size? Cool. Okay, what I want to change is I want to make it so that when I press lock vault, I save whatever is in this text box somewhere on my phone. Okay. And then next time I start the app or I access my vault, all of my secrets are still there. That way it actually works as some kind of note-taking app and not just a momentary place to write some stuff down. Okay, now the way we're going to do this is we're going to scroll down on the left side to this place that says storage. Okay, and in here, look at the options, right? We have CloudDB, File, TinyDB, and TinyWebDB. Okay, now I'll take a second to look at these. All right, if you click on these little question marks, I want you guys all to take a second to read up on these, and I want you guys to make a guess for which one you think would be the easiest to use on our phone to store the contents of our app or store whatever information we want directly on the phone. Okay, take a look at these and give me a guess. Okay. So Ishan says TinyDB, Daniel says CloudDB, Isaac says I don't know. Who else? Any other guesses? Kaylin says wow. Okay, we're getting like a good spread here. So TinyDB, TinyDB, TinyDB. Okay. Now, someone who is saying TinyDB, do you guys want to give a justification for why you think it's TinyDB and not any of the other ones? Isaac doesn't know. So like, who said TinyDB? Like Alexander, do you want to explain why you think TinyDB?
Me?
Sure.
Because one is Cloud DB, which is internet based. One is File, which has to do with files, and the Tiny Web DB is meant to be communicating with web services.
Exactly right. So basically, for our app, I said that we wanted to store the information on the phone. So CloudDB, clearly here, if you actually clicked on the question mark 2, it says that it stores the information on an internet database. This one says communicates with a web service to store and retrieve information, right? So these two use online storage services, so they're not on your phone. These are kind of cool to use for some applications, but we're not going to be using them for this one, right? We don't want our secrets to be out on the internet. We want them on our phone, okay? Now, the other two options we have are File and TinyDB, all right? So File is something that we could technically use, but then we're going to be storing our information just straight in a file on our phone. So somebody who wanted to find our secrets would just need to go and find a text file on our phone, okay? Now, the last one, TinyDB, how this works is it's like an awesome little database that we can create on our phone, okay? And we can go ahead and store whatever we want in them, and yeah, and it'll just allow us to just store any information that we want in this little database and retrieve it when we want. Okay, so to do this, we're going to go ahead and drag out the TinyDB onto our phone, onto our little app here. Okay, and on the right side here, it'll say namespace. You can just leave this as TinyDB1. This doesn't really matter.
Tim,
Hmm?
what happened? What's wrong with File?
With File, right? Okay, so File works. It's a little bit more complicated to use. And then the way that it works is it stores all of the information that you want in a file on the phone. So for instance, think about it this way, right? If somebody wanted to figure out your secrets, they could just look on the files on your phone. And if they find that file, all of the secrets are just written out there. TinyDB doesn't store it in a file. It has a different method for storing stuff in a database, right? Which would hopefully be a little bit more secure than the file. Right? It's also easier for us to use, okay? So I want you to drag it out onto our phone. Okay, TinyDB. All right, we have TinyDB. We're all good. Did everyone manage to add it? No difficulties? Okay. Is everyone good? I think, yeah, this shouldn't have been too bad. Okay, so let's go to blocks now and see how we can use TinyDB. Because if we click on it, you'll see it is a little complicated, right? There's like a bunch of these purple blocks, which are really nice. Really nice purple blocks. So basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to make it so that when we press our button to lock our vault, before closing the vault, we're going to quickly save all of that stuff that we wrote in our text box, and we're going to save that somewhere in our TinyDB. So the way that the TinyDB works, let's take a look at the stuff that we have. So we have clear all, clear tag, get tags, get value, and store value. And you'll see the main ones that we're going to use are get value and store value. Okay, what get value does is it's going to, well, okay, basically the way that TinyDB works is it has the system of using tags, right? So how tags work is it basically you're going to take your information and you're going to hold it underneath another word, underneath a tag. right? So for instance, I'm going to have my tags and my info, right? So for instance, I'll have a tag called like class names, right? And then under info, I will have all of your guys' names. So I'll have like Kaylin, Daniel, Leanne, Alexander, everything else, right? All the names. So you have a tag system. And then what I want to do is if I wanted to find all of the names in our class, I would say get info or get value from tag class names, and it will just retrieve all of this info. Okay. So what we're going to do is before we save, we want to store it, right? So we're going to click store value, drag this out here. And the tag that we're going to store this under, this is going to be my secrets. Okay, and the value I'm going to store is going to be the text in my text box. So I'm going to go text box one dot text. Where is it? Here we go. Text box one dot text. Boom. Awesome. Okay.
How do you get the text box?
Sorry, Kellen, what did you say?
How do you get the text box and text?
So this text box right here is you go from text, scroll up, grab this one, right? And this text box one dot text, you click text box one and find text box one dot text.
Thank you.
Okay. Guys, go ahead and say something in the chat. Did everybody manage to get the store value done? Oh, wait, was Sergey saying something? Sergey, what's up? Yeah, like Kaylin said, guys, to find text box one, you click text box one and then scroll down and find text box one dot text. Right. Isaac, do you still need help? Okay, Isaac, it looks like he's got it. Okay. Sorry, okay, my chat wasn't giving me notifications for some reason. Okay, things should be good now. All right. So looks like most of you guys are done. Okay, looking good. All right. So what this is going to do, this is going to make it so that when we lock our vault, our secrets are going to be stored somewhere. The next thing we need to do is make it so that when we open our vault, we need to find those secrets and we need to fill it into the text box. Because right now our text box is still blank, even though we save our values, right? We need to, we're storing our values. We need to also get those values when we open our app. Okay, so how we can do this, all right, there's actually a really cool block for this. If we go to control, there's an option here that says when, oh wait, it's not under control, sorry. If we click on vault, there's an option that says when vault.initialize. Okay, when vault.initialize. If we go here, what this is going to do is this code will run as soon as this screen opens. Okay, all the code in here is going to run right away. And for this, okay, for this, as soon as this happens, what I want to do is I want to use this this get value. Okay, but you see this get value needs to be like plugged into something, right? So the way this is going to work is we're going to when vault.initialize, we're going to go right here and we're going to say textbox1.text, but we're going to set textbox1.text. Okay, set textbox1.text to, and the thing we're going to set it to is get value under the tag. Okay, now this part's important. We need to make sure that the tag is exactly the same as secrets, as the same as the one that we used over here. So this is going to be secrets. Okay, and then this value of tag not there, I'm going to leave that as a blank string. That's what I want, okay? Or the blank text box, the blank filled text thing.
Can you repeat that?
Just look at the screen here, right? So we have text box one, set text box one.text to tinydb, call tinydb.get value. And then for our tag, we're going to use the same tag as we did for our store value. And we're just going to leave the value of tag not there as it is. Okay.
Thank you.
Tim,
Hmm?
if you spam in something, what does that do?
If you do what?
If you spam like a chat, what does that do?
Nothing. It just annoys the other people.
And you know how Gmail or email says puts to spam? What does that mean?
So Gmail has like a system for detecting if the emails that are being sent to you are actually important or if they're people trying to like scam you, right? Or just junk mail, right? So for instance, if I send you an email, it'll probably not identify it as a spam, right? But if you get an email from some like random people telling you that you've won $1 million and are asking you for your credit card information, right? It'll probably automatically determine, hey, this is probably a scam or it's an unimportant email and we'll throw it in your spam emails folder. Okay.
You want to see what spam looks like?
Don't spam. Okay. So another thing. Okay. Oh, no, stop it. Okay. Another thing is that some systems. Where do I find all this stuff? For this stuff, Isaac. So textbox1 is from textbox1, right? Set textbox1.text. And this purple block is from tinydb1. Okay, this when vault.initialize is if you got to click vault and find when vault.initialize. Okay. Yeah, so Daniel, another thing that will happen with spam, if for instance, I go ahead and send you like 100 emails right now, it'll probably identify that I'm sending you a bunch of like spam emails, right? And it'll start throwing stuff away because nobody actually sends other people 1,000 emails or 100 emails all at once, right? If I send you like 2 or 3, it'll probably show them to you.
How do you get the vault thing again?
How do you get the what?
The yellow vault thing.
The yellow vault thing. So over here, you're going to click on vault. Right here. And then it's going to be when vault.initialize. So right here. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, so now what? Okay, so now, Sergey, we are basically done with our storage system here. There might be some other little changes that we might want to add. I'm thinking like what else we could add. Maybe we could add like a clear button or a, so we have a lock vault button. All of that works fine.
No, let's just leave it like DOS, where it just keeps gathering up text until you basically can't find what you're looking for.
Ah, yes, of course. Amazing. Yeah, basically, guys, so that's mostly it. So I should check the other.
I have to go now.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Well, you finished up the app, so good job.
When is class supposed to end?
Uh,
We're already done the app. And
okay. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our quick little 5-minute break, and then when we come back, we're gonna go ahead and install this app on all of our phones, and we're gonna try it out. Okay. See if there's any glitches. See if there's anything else we need to add. But I think everything should be working fine. So good job. We finished another app, and we'll get started working on the next thing that's gonna come after this. Okay.
I have one more question.
Yeah, Daniel?
What do sticky fingers do? No, sticky keys do.
Sticky keys it's like a accessibility feature for Windows. So it's like a preference thing. You don't need to use it, and it can be disabled. So I usually disable it because if you're not intentionally activating it, it's really annoying. Basically, how it works is like instead of holding Shift and pressing like T to do a capital T, you can just press Shift, and then the next key that you press will be capital. It's like it's like the Shift key on your phone or your iPad, right? You press it, and then the next key you press will be capital. I don't know. Maybe it's for like people that I don't know have small hands or something, or it's just for people who want to do it like that or don't want to click them at the same time. It's like an accessibility feature. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. So guys, anyway, let's take a quick little break. So come back at 2:01 and we'll go over installing this. Okay. So take a quick break here.
Well, very nice to you, buddy. Yeah. That's a big one. Call tomorrow. I'll set it up. What's that? Bring it all up, buckaroo. This should be posted. This should be posted. If they're allowed to drive it. Your change? Did you put some somewhere else? So you go, oh, $81. Sorry, $79. $85, sorry.
Alrighty, guys. Hello, hello. So go ahead and say something in the chat if you guys are back, and we'll get started here in a second. Okay, so we're trickling back. Give it another second here, a little bit, and then we'll install the stuff. Daniel, please do not. No. Okay. Isaac's back. Okay, only like 4 people have said they're back. So guys, if you're here, can you say something in the chat? Hey, Matt is here. Sean is here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right. I think we can probably keep going then. So we're basically done with the app. What we're going to be working on next is we're going to go ahead and install this on our phone, test it out, do all the cool stuff. And then we're going to get started on our next app. All right. So our next app is going to be like a little facial tracking thing. So we'll try to, that'll be pretty cool. Okay. Anyway, so what we're going to do, guys, is I want you to go back to screen 1. All right. If you have any customizations you want to make, go ahead and do those now. Maybe I'll quickly make my background color here dark gray as well. I'll make my voice vault text white. This will be white too. Okay, this way when I transition in between the 2 screens, it won't look like as much of a change. So that'll look pretty cool. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and install this. So to install this app, guys, all right, what we're going to do is we're going to click Build, App Provide QR Code for APK. I'm going to click this, and it'll take a second here to compile everything and give us a QR code. And then we're going to scan that QR code with our phone. All right, a cool little trick that usually, if it doesn't work, what I like to do is I go to Chrome and close all your tabs, all right, or whatever browser you're using on your phone. Hopefully it's Chrome. And then you can scan the QR code and it should open and download and all the other cool stuff.
I'm using Firefox.
On your phone?
On the computer.
Okay, yes, but on your phone you need to use Chrome. I'm saying close the tabs on your phone, not on the computer. Okay, so guys, anyway, it's going to take a second to compile, so I suggest you guys start that now.
Tim, mine doesn't work.
You had the weird permissions thing, right?
Yeah.
Are any of your parents home right now?
Yeah.
Would they be able to like disable that and make it so you can install it?
Okay.
What do I need to do?
Like when I go, it says doesn't work.
Where? She need me
Like,
she need to what?
It's
He need me to disable what? Scheme.
wait, it's not like
Okay.
it like works now, but like when I say open, it won't open. It won't like go into the vault.
When you say open, it goes to the, oh, it doesn't open. So it won't open. What does it say at the bottom in the classifications thing?
It just says awaiting classification.
Awaiting classification. Okay, wait. So if you click record and say on, okay, wait. Oh, it worked for me. So if you click record, what happens? So click record, say unlock real quick, and then see what happens.
There's
Unlock.
no record button.
Wait, you don't have a record button?
Like what button do I press? It just says
Oh. Can you share your screen? Can you click personal audio classifier? Okay, here you go. Web viewer. Set that. Click web viewer. Change that to web viewer 1. And click OK. All right. And yeah, now you have to try to install it again. So now it should hopefully work. Who else said it didn't work? Isaac? Isaac, can you share your screen? Can you go to the screen 1? Okay, stop shaking. Can you go to the designer? The designer, yeah. Click on personal audio classifier. Okay. Now in your actual model, like when you click record, does this awaiting classification thing change? No? Like Isaac, what happens when you click record and say something? Your microphone isn't working. Can you like type something in the chat? To get to the chat, go to the top thing, click options or more or something on the top, and then click chat. It does nothing. Does it like do a recording? Okay, does this label at the bottom change? Does it say anything? No. Can you go back to the blocks? Okay, it might be then that you have, yeah, then it might just be a support thing with your phone. I don't know, keep trying. Did you install it or did you just connect it? Like Isaac, show me what did you do to get the app on your phone? Okay, yeah, see, that's why it's not working. So you have to click build. Can you click build? Then click provide QR code for API, that one, yeah. And now you're gonna scan this QR code that it's gonna show you in a minute. Okay, you're gonna scan that with your camera app. All right, and it's gonna bring you to a website that's gonna allow you to download it. All right, you guys, you can't connect it. You connecting it doesn't work. So Daniel, did you connect it or did you install it?
What do you mean?
Okay, share your screen. Okay, now what did you click to get this on your phone? Did you do that?
Yeah,
And did you install it on your phone?
it did not allow me to install anything.
Oh, so that's what didn't work. Okay, so on your phone, what happened after you scanned the QR code? Like, did you scan it with you scanned it with your camera, right?
Says, like, do I only just use the camera, not the MIT?
Yeah, the
App.
MIT App Inventor thing doesn't do anything with this. You have to use your camera app.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't go into the vault.
Did you install you installed it, right?
Yeah.
So when you click record, what happens, Leanne?
After I record, nothing happens.
Does the label change at all?
No.
Even the label doesn't change. Hmm. I'll take a look at that in a second. Again.
Oh,
Okay, so Daniel, scan that with your phone.
so do I only put the camera on it?
Yes, point your camera on it, and a little thing will come up, and you just have to click that. Okay.
Nothing's coming up.
Does a little thing not come up saying like go to this website?
Nope.
Okay, then can you just open a browser on your phone and type this link in?
I disabled Google on my iPad because it took too much space.
So how do you go to the internet then?
I'll just use the Google Lite.
Okay, then use Google Lite. Okay, Leanne, can you share your screen again? Okay, so go back to the blocks. Yeah, Isaac, do you have an option to just download anyway, even if it says it's unsafe? There should be like a button that says like download anyway or something. Okay, yeah, click that. Right, it's your app, you know it's safe. Okay, Leanne, your code looks fine. I don't know why it's complaining. Does it not change the status label at all when you click record?
Like nothing changes.
You're clicking record, right? And talking?
Yeah.
Can you try it one more time?
It still doesn't work.
Does the record button like change color when you do it?
It just says, do you want to copy or paste or something?
What? Hold up. Wait, don't hold the record button, right? Just click it. Okay, Isaac, what do you mean the action is not allowed? What does it say? Does it just say the action is not allowed and that's it? Is there like a way to make the action allowed?
I did that. It doesn't work still.
Then it still doesn't work, even with the tapping?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. That's dumb. Okay, your code is all fine. Do you have like another Android device you can maybe try it on?
This is like the only one that like can work.
That's the only one? Okay.
Tim,
Okay, Isaac, what happens if you click learn more?
Tim,
Yeah, Daniel?
it says when I searched it up, it said MIT, MIT AI companion, AI2 companion.
When you searched it up.
Yeah,
Did you put the entire link in?
no.
Yeah, okay, you got to put the entire thing, right? So all of that stuff at the end too, the
Okay.
splashes and the letters and stuff. Okay, family link manager. What is there an option there that says to allow or something? No?
No.
What does it say? Oh, I'm into like Isaac. Isaac, what does it say underneath the family link manager? Okay, it says cancel, and then what's on the other side? Oh, did it turn off? I'm gonna full screen him. Okay, there's a cancel. Deactivate this device, admin. Okay, can you show it to me again, but like a little further back? Okay, give it a second. It's focusing. Your admin can monitor and manage all of this stuff. Okay. Can you click that like grayed out option? No. Okay, click cancel then. Yeah, and show it again.
And I typed the whole link, and it said filesxz.com. Is
It
it
said
the
what?
website? Files.xz.com.
Maybe.
And it only just have numbers.
Can you show me what you typed?
Okay.
Published by files.xz.com. o-ff.org, o-finanzerung.com, sci.com,
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Okay, so close that.
.com, 277.net, 46.net, 74.net, 94.net,
Daniel,
9.com,
right, you just close that. That's not right.
I did. It's not working.
u63.cnoo1122.org, hg.cnoo15.
I just deleted the app because it just got annoying. What do I do?
Can you share your screen again?
Okay.
Maybe there's a way for him to like share the app with you, and you can troubleshoot it on free time after
The
class.
app is fine. He just can't download it for some reason.
For the device.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel, you're telling me you typed in this
Yeah.
and you typed it correctly?
Yeah.
So what letter is this?
0.
Yes, okay. And you have all the dots and the slashes.
Yeah.
Then how did you go to like a file website and not
I
that?
don't know.
It doesn't work on your device if you put his app on your device.
We can try.
Yeah, I can test it actually. If you can maybe what you can do is you can generate APK and share it in the
No, you can just scan that QR code and you can download it.
myself.
Daniel, can you go? Yeah, Daniel, can you go back to the MIT App Inventor?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
Let's see.
So I open up camera.
I'm downloading your APK right now, so let me install it and see what happens on my device. Oh, it actually doesn't seem like it's downloading. Let's try one more time.
Close all your Chrome tabs.
You telling me?
Yes.
Download, starting download. Okay. Actually, I will just kill the Chrome entirely. Close all. Okay, it's blank. It says it's downloaded, but it doesn't try to install it. So maybe I need to go to downloads. Okay, to open file. Okay, install. Okay. Nope.
It's not. What's the app called? Tim?
Your app is called Voice Vault.
No, like the app that I need.
You don't need an app.
The app to open it, I mean.
What do you mean? What to open what?
This stuff that you are having on your screen right now is a link to download your app. You don't need any additional app to open it up. Once it's installed, like for example, I installed your app right now. It says Voice Vault, awaiting classification. There are no buttons here, Tim.
There are no buttons.
It just says that Voice Vault, blank screen, awaiting classification.
Let me see something real quick. Daniel, can you give me control? Okay.
There's supposed to be a button, right? You need to press the button.
Yeah.
To speak.
He
Yeah.
didn't have his web viewer connected, so we gotta try again.
That was the problem.
No,
Okay.
that wasn't the problem. That he still can't install it.
No, it's installed on my phone fine. You want to try again?
It's building right now, I think.
Tim, you know what you can do? You can do the Samsung sharing for the device. Try to install it and show everybody how it's going to look while it's installing.
It's the problem is like it's different for each phone. Like Isaac has something that's blocking him from downloading it. Leanne's phone doesn't support it for some reason.
Just enable the Google.
Okay. Who else? Asia, is yours working?
I'm gonna try it, but my iPad could not open links.
There are like a couple of hoops you need to jump through. Like when you're trying to install APK, mostly on Androids, it's going to tell you it's coming from like unauthorized source, and you need to do a couple of selections. So if you
It's
just
like-
click okay, sometimes it doesn't install it. So you need to install anyway. There is an option there. So
Isn't
when you
it
go ahead.
like on an iPad, can there be like a setting that It's like for privacy, if you don't want, you have to do something to open apps.
No, sometimes it asks you access microphone, because obviously for classifier, you need to be able to use microphone. Okay, here's the code. Let me try one more time. Install, see if it looks different this time. I just pointing my camera on that code and it's taking us to the side. It says download file. I click download. It's asking again, download file. I click download again. It's downloaded. It shows me the pop-up showing open file. It says voice vault. Do you want to install an update to this existing application? Because I already have it installed. Your existing data will not be lost. I click install and it gives me blocked by Play Protect. Play Protect doesn't recognize this app's developer. Obviously, you are not registered developer. So it says apps from unknown developers can sometimes be unsafe. But since we know that you did it and you didn't put any virus in it, I click, instead of OK, I click install anyway. And that's what it's doing, it's installing it. Now it shows me Voice Vault app installed. Play Protect hasn't seen this app before. It's the Google is showing me another alert. So Play Protect hasn't seen this app before. To protect yourself and others, send it for a security scan. We don't want to send it now. And it's up installed, so it gives me two options, done or open, and I want to open it. Open it, and it's asking me, allow Voice Vault to record audio. Yes, we need to allow it because otherwise it's not going to work. And it's asking me while using this app, only this time, or deny. And I'm saying while using this app. So now I have an app that just crashed. Let me see, where is it? Vault. Voice Vault. Tim, it crashes right away.
His app?
Yeah.
Like right away, or when you press record?
As soon as you launch it, it just flashes me the screen where the button and everything, but then it just dies off right away.
Do you have two versions of his app installed on your phone?
No, it's updated. The older one was updated to a new one. Maybe I should uninstall it. Uninstall. Okay. I'll try to install a newer version. Maybe it was conflicting, that's why. Anybody else have problems? Yeah, it still crashes. I just uninstalled the old previous version, installed a new one. Can you look at what might be happening there? How about your team? Is your app works?
Yeah, my app works perfectly.
You want to share your app with people who have problem with theirs, and they will just retrain classifier to their voice, and then they can modify the interface because it looks like there's something there going on with the code, or
Like the thing is, they're the same. Like everything is identical.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay, why is it crashing though? Is your app crashing too, Tim?
No, mine opens and the voice recognition works, and then the vault works, and everything saves.
It's probably because I'm using the voice, the thing that we have to record our voice.
Oh, I don't think that's it. No, because I am also using my voice. It works fine. Anyway, guys, is anyone else having any problems they want to quickly troubleshoot or try to quickly troubleshoot? Yeah, Isaac, yours just can't install. You need to figure out some way to kind of get around the thing blocking it. So play around with it. See if there's somewhere that you can disable those like admin controls or whatever. or if there's like something that you need your parents to do. Okay. Who else? Asia, you said yours wasn't working. Did you manage to get it to work? Okay, Asia's works, awesome. Okay, how about Alexander? How's yours going?
Mine went pretty good. No,
Okay.
no problems really. It loaded in. It's an older phone, but I think because of that, it just doesn't check. The security on it isn't as good as the newer phone.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Good. Good. Okay, so Alexander's works. Asia's works. Leanne managed to install it, but her phone I don't think records correctly. Maybe it's like a support problem for the microphone or something. Kaylin, how's yours going? Or Sergey, I guess. Sergey, does yours work? Meh. What do you mean by meh? What part doesn't work?
It probably means that it sometimes recognizes him and sometimes doesn't.
Mostly, or yeah, it's probably a voice recognition thing then. Misha, how's yours? Yo, okay, Misha's works, awesome. Matthew, how's yours? Okay, Matthew's also good. Jessica, what's going on with yours?
Mine is not working because I don't have Android.
Oh, yeah, okay, that'll do that. So yeah, if you ever get a device, you can test it out on that thing. Okay, Asia's doesn't work, Leon's doesn't work, Daniel's doesn't work, Kaylin isn't responding. Ishana, did you manage to get yours working? Okay, so you also don't have an Android. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I saw your code, so everything there was good. So you're all right. Okay, and then Isaac was also glitching. Okay, yeah, so I think for the last 20 minutes, it doesn't seem like, for those of you who doesn't work, it's like a phone problem, looks like. So if you ever have another Android device on hand, try it out with that. But for now, I think what we can do, rather than spend 30 minutes trying to troubleshoot and probably not getting anywhere, we can start on our next app here, or at least talk about what we're going to do for our next app here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be doing is a cool little project, and hopefully it'll work on most of your phones. But again, there's a lot of weird little glitches happening, so we'll see. But basically, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make an app that's going to do facial recognition, and not facial recognition to see who you are. It's going to do facial recognition for key points on your face, and then we're going to be doing like cool little overlay things, right? So it will note where your eyes are, where your nose is, where your mouth is, and like where your ears are. Right? And then using that information, we can do some cool stuff. Okay, so cool. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a new project. Okay, and I'm gonna call this face filters or something. Okay. So we're on the side here.
Are we doing a new one?
Yeah, so guys, make a new project and call this face filters. Or at least that's what I called mine. You can call it something else.
There's something wrong with my voice box, kind of.
Guys, after the class is over, we will just put people in one separate group, the ones that are having issue with the app, and we will try to distribute a healthy app to you, like made by Tim, that we know works, and try to make you install it on your devices. And then we also install your apps that's glitching on our devices and see if that's, well, this way we'll find out if that's an app problem, that you made some typo there or something wrong with it, with the way you designed it, or it's the your device is not compatible, or there are some settings there that prevent it from installing. Okay, so right now, in order not to stop the class, you just set this aside, and in 20 minutes when we will be done, you will just stay behind. Don't disconnect, and we will make sure that we get your version of the app, okay? And we will troubleshoot it before the next class. We'll find what is not working and fix it.
Yeah, I think for some of them, it's like a phone problem, so we can't really.
Yeah, we'll
trouble
find out,
those.
because right now, like on my phone, this doesn't work either.
Interesting. Okay, sure. All right. So let's go to the next step here, guys. Okay, we have 20 minutes. Let's see how much of this we can finish up. Okay. So for this app, it's going to be kind of like a pose estimation app. All right. So it's going to use AI to look at your video feed, right, from your camera, and it's going to put like overlays on your body to show like where your arms are, where your face is, what parts of your body are where. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and drag out a label. Here it is. I'll make this size 30.
Are we going to make the screen invisible?
Sorry, what?
Are we going to make screen one visible?
Oh, yes. Go ahead and hide the label as well, or hide this title. Title visible. Get rid of that. Okay. But then, yeah, with my label, I'm going to go ahead and call this facial point recognition. Okay, Isaac's done. Okay. And then the next thing that we're going to do, all right, we're going to have a button on our screen that's going to be able to toggle our camera. And you can go ahead and customize this a little if you want. Make it green. That looks all right. Okay. Because how this app is going to work is it's going to have a little feed here. Now that's going to show your front facing camera or your back facing camera, depending on if you toggle it, and do cool things with that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is going to be extremely specific and a little bit strange. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to drag out a horizontal arrangement. Okay, I'm going to stop after every step because I want to make sure that everyone is very caught up with this. Okay, so I want you guys to drag out a horizontal arrangement. All right, everyone say done in the chat when you've done this. Horizontal arrangement. Okay, I want to make sure nobody misses a step here. Okay, make sure horizontal, not vertical, horizontal arrangement, right? A horizontal arrangement. Okay, then what I want everyone to do, set height to fill parent and width to fill parent. Okay, both of them to fill parent. Okay, and once you've done that, say done in the chat as well. I want to go step by step here. Okay, nobody gets missed here. Okay, Mish is done. Done. Is that everyone? Almost. Okay. Now this part is going to be very, very strange. Okay, so we're going to add in, we're going to go down to, okay, actually, first thing we're going to do is go to user interface. I want you to drag out a web viewer, pop that in here. Okay. Go ahead and say done once you're done this, please. Okay, web viewer inside of the horizontal arrangement. Okay. Now with this horizontal arrangement, what I want you guys to do, this is going to be very specific as well. The height, we're going to set it to 250 pixels. And the width, we're going to set to 300 pixels. Okay. And then once you're done with that, give me an update in the chat. Okay, done. Okay, remember width 250 or width 300, height 250. Okay, height 250 with 300. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do, all right, is we're going to drag, we're going to go to drawing and animation. And I want everyone to drag out a canvas. And I want you to put it inside the horizontal arrangement, but I want you to put it to the left of the web viewer, like this. Okay. I'll say done when you're up with that. Okay, done. Okay, remember drawing an animation and then drag out a canvas, right? Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to change the width and height of this canvas to the same things that we did for our web viewer. So the height will be 250. Width will be 300 pixels, right? Not percent, 300 pixels. What is this madness? Okay, so that's basically it for our front end here. All right, now this is going to be very weirdly specific, but it has to be very specifically done here for this app to work, because the extension we're using is like very, very niche. Okay, so for the last little bit here, let's try to install this extension and get all of that set up. Okay, so we want to add in the Postnet extension. So I'm going to send you guys a link, okay, to this website, right? Okay. And now, guys, go ahead and open up this website and say something once we're here. Dun, dun, dun. Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and find this PoseNet extension. Okay, estimate pose with this extension. And I want you to click the one on the right here that says posenet.aix. And you're going to click that and it's going to download the extension. Okay, now we're going to, yeah, okay, actually go ahead and click that and then say something in the chat. Okay, we're going to go step by step here. I don't want to lose anyone. Okay, so we're going to go to MIT App Inventor now. On the left, we're going to go down to extensions, click import extension, and I'm going to drag this guy into here where it says choose file and import. And now we wait. Okay, and there it is. What do we do? Did you do what I just showed? Import extension, drag it to choose file and click import. On the left side, go down to extension, click import extension, drag the file you downloaded over here to choose file, and then click import. Okay, and then you should see PoseNet extension appear here on the left.
Is it edu?
Yes, edu.mit.appinventor.like PoseNet something.
It's the pose.
How do you download it again?
So we go to the website I showed you guys, right? And then on the right side here, find the thing that says posenet.aix. Click that.
Okay, I finished.
Jessica's good.
Can you help me? I still don't know.
Sorry, Kaylin, what?
I still don't know how to put it in the MIT app.
Yeah, we need to put that in as well. Okay. So guys, last step that we're going to do, and then I actually want to go through and check everyone's to make sure everything was done right. Okay, so we're going to drag out this PoseNet extension onto our app like this. Okay. And then we're going to leave everything as default, except here where it says web viewer, guys. Remember, we're going to go ahead and we're going to change this to web viewer 1. Click OK. Okay, so everyone says they're done. So what I want to do now here, guys, we have 5 minutes left, so that's not enough time for us to go into the code yet. So I just want to make sure that for next week, everyone has the correct start for us to get this app working. All right, so we're gonna start from the top. Isaac, can you share your screen? Okay, so can you click on one of the items or one of the canvas or the web viewer? Yeah, that's right. Can you click on the horizontal arrangement real quick? Can you set height and width to fill apparent? Okay, and can you click on the postnet real quick? And can you change that web viewer? No, change web viewer to web viewer 1. Okay, there you go. And your button should say toggle camera, right?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
How did you get like the FOSNet extensions on the bottom?
Okay. Do you have this postnet on the left side?
Pardon?
Do you have? Oh, okay. I'll show you when I get to your screen. You can share it next. Okay.
Wait, do I share my screen?
Yes. Okay. So can you go to extensions? Extension. Bottom. Extension. Okay. Click import extension. And I want you to drag one of these into there. Either one works. And then click import. Okay, now wait here for a second. Okay, let's check everything else for now. Can you click on, oh, okay, it's actually there. So can you drag that now out onto your screen? Okay, can you go to web viewer on the right side? No, I mean, go click postnet, web viewer, change that to web viewer 1. Okay, real quick, can you click your horizontal arrangement? Make the height fill parent, width fill parent. Okay, click OK. All right, and now I want you to, no, okay, I think everything else is fine. Yeah, good job. You can maybe hide this title if you want. It's up to you. Okay, next, Leanne, can you share your screen? Can you click web viewer and set that to web viewer 1? No, this, no, go back to post. Yeah, there we go. Web viewer 1. Okay, everything else looks good. Okay, good job. Okay, next, Kaylin, can you share? Okay, Kaylin, you're good. Ishana, you're still here. Okay, yeah, awesome. Okay, looks good. Asia, yeah, share your screen. Okay, can you click on your postnet extension? Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, Jessica, we already checked yours. Matthew, can you share yours? Can you click on your postnet? Okay, it looks good. Okay, Daniel, share yours. Can you click web viewer? No, right here. No, right. Okay, go back to PostNet. Back to PostNet. Change this to web viewer 1. Okay, scroll down a little. Okay, everything looks good. Good job. Kaylin, we already checked yours. Alexander, can you show yours?
I'm using a different computer.
Okay. Do you have your web viewer set to web viewer 1?
Yes.
Okay, then you're probably good. Sergey, can you show yours? Okay, yours looks good too. Okay, nice. And finally, Misha, can you share yours?
For me, it says screen sharing is blocked or something.
Okay, basically, when you click PostNet extension, is your web viewer set to web viewer 1?
Pardon?
Is your web viewer set to web viewer 1?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then I think you're probably fine.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, you guys all should be good now. All right, there were some people that were missing it, but now you should all be good. Okay, so we're done for today. What we're gonna do for next week is we're gonna keep going with this. We're gonna make it so it actually overlays the face stuff, and then we're gonna do some cool stuff with that. Okay, so it'll be like filters and stuff. All right. So yeah, we're done for today. If you guys had trouble with your app, you can stay here with Alex, and he can maybe try to give